You always wanted to do a World Conquest, but you don't have a single DLC? YouTubers only show gameplay with the DLCs. Hello guys, this is Zlewikk and welcome back to our challenge to make a World Conquest without using a single DLC. So in the first 40 years we managed to unite our lands pretty much, expanding to the Mamluks, expanding to Karakoyunlu, so you're slowly going east, you're slowly going south, slowly going west as well, as you can see. And right now the biggest problem that we have is probably the Allies expansion, and today I'm going to probably eat Mamluks, at least on the north side, expand into Persia, a little bit more into Europe. I'm not rushing this because of Allies expansion, so this will be definitely slower than this. And I'm planning also to feed a few provinces to Crimea. So before we start, of course, as we are playing without the DLCs, there was a DLC giveaway 2 videos ago on my 1.6 million income run, so congratulations to the giveaway winner Michael Anderson. Please contact me via Discord, and let's get to that. We have so many admin points that actually have nothing to spend them on. I can't change the focus on the military and something. I have +3 advisor, which is cheaper, so I'm keeping him, of course. I have almost 0 inflation. This tech would be available in the next month, but I don't want to take it that early. I could make more states, but I don't have that much agrarian capacity to keep making so many states. So this is a little bit problematic. I would like to unlock another idea finally, which will be on the admin tech 10, so in 3 techs, and then I'll be probably getting either admin or humanist ideas. You know what, I'm going to take all 3 provinces in this war, so Trebizond, Kaffa and Teodoro. I'm going to take all of them for myself, because I don't have that many diplo points and I have too many admin points. So I'm going to give it to Crimea. It's 100 points to spend, take money on top of that. Not that much, I guess, expansion. I should, yes, also unlock new claims, but it's on Kefe. So I had claim on that already, so I didn't change anything. And with this, I have Ottomans gains Black Sea ambition for 20 years. Yeah, for now, I don't even have merchants to get trade power from Crimea, so keep that for later. I'll keep it when it will be truly useful. Look what interesting diet I just got from the agenda. I can get all subjugation castles belly on Genoa. The problem is, my aggressive expansion here is pretty big already. I can afford Hungary joining the coalition, but I can't afford Austria doing so. But I'll probably just wait a couple of fields, not declare any wars in this region, and then go after Genoa. I have 10 years to do so. I was pretty sad that Austria just became defender of the faith, but they are at war with France. But oof, what the hell is that? It's a gangbang, English conquest of Valois. That's this war. Okay, and this is the Austrian war. Well, in both of them, France, I don't see many chances for them, but maybe Austria gets, you know, exhausted enough to not protect Genoa. So you're saying to me, we have trade centers, the level of trade centers level 2, level 1, but without DLC I cannot improve them? Why would you put level of the trade centers if you can't improve them? As we currently have a lot of diplo points, and I don't have to take this yet. Maybe I don't have the def cost from the merchant guilds, but it doesn't matter that much. I'm going to def Kosovo just a little bit, and my admin points maybe will be of use. So I have too much. Yeah, let's dev it up to 10. It costs a lot, to be honest, but it's worth it. I'm increasing my income furthermore, and right now we have 16 balance. Even though we are playing with a full force limit, I can even increase that. So let's recruit another 2000 of artillery, because right now I'm creating at least 2 full siege stacks of artillery. I have 16. I want to have 20,000 of artillery in my stacks, because this one is, you know, it's 10-0-10. I know you shouldn't fight with this stack, but this stack only purpose is to siege down level 2 forts like that. Okay, if I want to fight, of course I will change the stack. I will add to this stack something from this one, so we'll be having 24,000 troops in the first row, but for siege, this is what we need. Our great lurer just died, and we have regency, which is 0 and 2. I'm not sure if there's even a queen without the deals. I think they're not, because I was trying to get one, but it's not a problem. We have an heir, which is 14. Remember, we had a better heir, which was like 544, but he died in the meantime, but 433 is not so bad, and I'll be getting him in October of the next year. I wanted to simply test the army quality and went into the battle with almost 4 front line of troops, and I'm outnumbered 2-1, and still you can see how easy we are dealing with them, and they even lost more troops. I love it. Imagine that I had to fight this and one more battle in this war simply to win it. What I'm going to take is all of my claims that I need from the missions and money, and it looks like they don't want to accept this yet. No, we have 86 and they have low attitude. Let's maybe take yep, 500. What I can do, I can click another mission here, Bahrain and Basra claims. So it's around here and here. I can go farther. I should probably break my relations with Ajam soon. This is the same as I mentioned to you. So now we should focus on attacking Genoa. Unfortunately, Austria wasn't exhausted at all by war with France. Well, France is dying, so I have to fight Austria in a second. But first, we need to prepare. I probably just leave one stack around here for the rebels. There will be a lot of them, and by myself, I will deal with Austrians with 3 stacks around here. Probably I'll just make 2 big stacks out of them. Alright, I have 2 siege stacks with 10,000 artillery. Those guys are not supposed to fight. If I want to fight, I'll just reinforce one of those stacks with 16 additional 1,000 troops. That way we have, yeah, even 14 will be better because we'll be getting to combat with in the first row. But it doesn't matter. And let's declare the war on Genoa. Subjugation casus belli. Declare Austria will help. I'm going to crush Austria then. And of course Hungary joined our coalition right away when he saw that. So I think what I'm going to do is to attack Hungary as well. I think I should afford fighting those two at once to get them out of the coalition and break the relations with Austria. So I'll be having open way on them over here. I'll go slowly through everyone. It is actually coming more of them than I thought. So I'm going to bring another stack on the front line to fight. Not so many rebels loading right now, so it shouldn't be a problem. I don't want to fight much, so just from the Hungary I just needed to siege down 3 forts, which took me like 1 year? Less than 1 year. And I'm going just to break the relations with Austria, which is key thing here, and just take as much money as possible, as much as they're going to accept, so this will be probably around 450. There it goes. Free money, right? A lot of money. And thanks to it, they don't have any relations with Austria anymore, and I can just deal with those guys because I don't want to them, or there's no prosperity probably with it, without the DLCs, so it doesn't matter that much. But still, I will be showing you the power of the right stacks. Just those guys. In the meantime, I'll just go here and straight to Vienna to siege down. In the meantime, those 2 stacks will destroy them. Those guys are engaging on me. I have tax 16, 8, 10. Which is on the combat with in the first row. In the second row I have as much artillery as possible, and I'm going just to reinforce that stack correctly, which even though we are 1 tech behind because they have 8th, I have 7th, we should still be able to win this. And just start reinforcing that slowly. First stack, reinforce that with the second stack. Most important thing is to not get artillery in the first row. We are doing exactly this. And I won battle. I think when I go take Vienna from Vienna and maybe occupy those provinces, it should be also enough to peace them out, and I'll be able to go and take down Genoa. I'm just going to simply take money. Unfortunately, the blacks flagged me, but we have enough fleet to take care of this, so I'm just going to take those boys. Take those boys as a security, because it's the whole army, I guess. Like this expansion, it's alright. Even Hungary cannot join it anymore, and if I take them as my vassal, that will be some of the expansion, but less than I expected, to be honest. So let's go for it. It's time to start annexing Syria. You can see it's just going to take us less than 10 years, which is going to be super quick. Our players map looks great. I guess expansion is down. Next step will be probably to go after Hungary again, to take at least Wallachian provinces, and start expanding east for my claims. I did a big mistake, a big oof with the Mamluks, because I didn't take this province. I didn't take the Jerusalem, and because of that I'm missing millions of claims. It's okay, we'll deal with that. This is going to be the first situation since I don't know how many years that I'll be able to turn off my armies, because no rebels will be upcoming. I'm on the freaking force limit, you can see, almost. I will recruit another 1,000. I have plus 22 balance. I have a lot of manpower, I have a lot of admin points. I think it's time to expand. We weakened so much Hungary in our war that they got declared by Bohemia, surprisingly. And right now by myself, I'll be ending up Byzantium, at least I wanted to. Oh no, I don't have claim on this province anymore. I had claims on this for sure, but it's probably already ended. That's okay, you can see I don't have many claims. I need to create a lot of them manually. Most importantly, try to take down Basra. No allies, and after Basra I'll be having open way to Ajam and then everything around here. And of course Ajam is trying me. He just started guaranteeing Basra, so I guess I'm going to wait to kill you, and in the same time I'll attack Basra as well. My truce with them is ending in July. In 1.5 years, they're going to die for that. To be honest, if you are on admin cap, we have a lot of diplo points as well. Do we? And we are annexing, so we are spending a lot of that. But still, with those 2 points, because I want to finish quantity ideas and increase this in the meantime as well, with those 2 points and later maybe also mill points, I'm going to dev the institution, because you can't do that without the DLC, right? So I'm going to choose the right province, like Edirne. And the problem is I don't have many bonuses to the dev costs. I could get from merchant guilds probably. Yeah. You can see I took care about the way of the crown land. You know what? I'm just going to develop Edirne because it's working. I just checked that. You can see the institution is spreading. It's colonized, so as the Ottomans we are not even close getting that. And of course, this will be slowly deved. This costs a lot. I'm so used to play with so many dev cost modifiers that without the DLCs it's really weird. Now, as we finish quantity ideas, first of all we have land force limit and diplomatic reputation thingy, and we have 133 force limit right now, so that means I can finally adjust my stacks to what I want to play as. I have manpower, I have money, let me adjust this. You can see that I went for 24k stacks. The battle stack is 24-0, so same as is the combat width, and the siege stack is 14-0-10, so slightly more infancy than artillery, just so artillery will not end up in the first row. And this is mainly to siege level 2 forts, the maximum bonus for this amount of the artillery. So I have 2 siege stacks, this is the second siege stack, and 2 battle stacks. Perfection. I'm still earning 25 if turned on armies and forts. You know what, I'm going to build some more forts then, because here it's too open in case of other fights with Austria. I'm going to build up a fort here and here, so 2 mountain forts protecting me, while here we could build one here on the enter points from these guys. I can pretty much piece out Ajam. I wanted to take a lot from them, but I need to remember that I'm annexing currently Syria and I need diplo points, and this would take too many of them from me. Just need a border with Fars here, so maybe let's not take those few provinces. 77, so this would take back quickly. To accept it, I'll take also some money. So piece them out, taking that from myself. I should be able to piece out Georgia as well when we will be home. Get me home. From Georgia, yeah, now that they siege this down even more. From Georgia, I'm going to take only my claim. I want to take Yerevan as well, but they lost it to rebels in the meantime. So just this, not spending my diplo points too much, which is okay. Okay, just core everything. And from finally from Basra, I'm going to fully annex them. So let's go here, take this, start coring everything, 81 overextension. So now if we go to the expansion, you can see it's pretty much a lot, but it's okay. I'm going to ally Transoxiana, and in the players map mode, also beautiful. You can see how beautifully I'm going just everywhere in the world around us. Truce with Mamluks ends in 4 years now. With Hungary it actually ended already, and it's being killed. So let me break my stacks, and I'm going to deal with Hungary now. In a perfect scenario, we would like to take all of our claims from the Hungary, so those. The problem is, there will be Austria, Lithuania, and some useless countries in the coalition. So I'll just take 2 less provinces. There will be neither Austria or Lithuania in the coalition. For now, I would like to avoid those countries joining it, because we'll be expanding too much east, and those nations will be definitely eager to join, so I want to avoid those. Of course, some money, and that's it. We're getting there. It should unlock us mission, Conquer Wallachia, which is giving us more claims on Hungary. So I have claims on all of those provinces now, and this will be my future goals around here. But I think almost everyone would like to ally us. Look, Castile would like to ally us, France would like to ally us, England is our rival, Lithuania would like to ally us, even Moscow would like to ally us, Transoxiana, almost everyone would like to be our ally, and we have only 7 we have only 5 relations slot, and 7 of them are already used. What if I took a bonus here? Yes, I'm dumb. Freaking dumb. Yes, now with this, first of all, I have more power points than Diplo, which are not a problem anyway. But most importantly, we could find a new ally. This is a hard choice. Either something in Europe or something here. I think as I'm going to expand around here, I will ally for now Transoxiana to minimize my gross expansion on them. You know what? I think it's enough of protecting Granada. My friendship with Granada ended today. Castile is my new friend now, so let's just ally them. A good switch. Of course I'm one of the relations limit. A good switch to stop any potential coalitions from happening. This time from our friends the Mamluks, we need to take the right provinces, so basically this one, but also provinces from the vassals of this one, to take access to those provinces. This is also the Mamluks, to unlock as many missions as possible, plus I'll probably take some trade centers to just take more of trading income to Constantinople. I can finally do the last click. This was super ineffective. I thought I'm used to doing it a little bit more effective, but it's okay. Now the institution will be spreading around, and with those few provinces, most importantly Constantinople, in 2 years, we should be able to embrace the institution, which will cost us, yeah, around 2000, so we definitely have money for that. In the meantime, annexation of Syria ended, and now our borders are truly beautiful. I absolutely love it. We ourselves have almost 1.2 thousand of development, and right now we'll be feeding ourselves with the Mamluks provinces. I could get rid with one of the forts, just a saving of the money, and this one is also, I'll keep them for this war, but then, you know, delete them. Also those armies are useless, those guys are coming to support, and I'm sitting down from this way. Also this ship is not useful for us, that was from Syria. This one might be useful, let's get it to Alexandria. I should maybe state those provinces here for them. I think that should be a good idea. All of that actually added to the state, and this is not really worth, I think. Yep. Our governing capacity is not that great. Actually, it's on the limit already. When is the next one coming? On the 4 technologies. Oopsie. We are going to take something from Ulema then. It's alright. Yep. From the Mamluks as promised. My claims, those 3 provinces, plus 3 trade centers in Delta around here. And look, my money is getting better and better, but of course I will spend almost half of it for the institution. And I'm, you know, saving it for the future manufacturers, which will be coming. On those provinces, I'll be getting the soldiers' households, and we'll be dealing with Hassa. From Hassa, we just need those 3 provinces, and I'll be getting more claims. First of all, I can click Conquer Levant, and it unlocked me claims on the whole Egypt for the next war. So I overpaid for those 3 provinces, but it's just because I made a mistake with in the previous war. Oh, Moorish refugees, I absolutely love them. Death cost, a little bit late, but tech cost and idea cost on top of that for just 75 points, I think it will be totally worth it. Of course, accept them, and now we are waiting for the institution, which is already in Constantinople, and it's 8.7%, but those provinces will get it also slowly. So we just need to wait for that. I'm anyway not on the cap of my power points. It's great that Transoxiana just called me as in the war against Uzbek, because right now if you attack Fars, Transoxiana is not able to join because we are in the other war together. So I'm just going to declare right away, and we need to peace out war with Fars before the war with Uzbek ends, but I think it shouldn't be a problem looking on struggle that Transoxiana has so far. We are slowly moving towards east, and right now we can east out Fars for another couple of provinces, breaking the relations with Transoxiana and Khorasan and some money. Oh, they actually reject that. I'll send it over again in a month. They weren't even close to accept this, to be honest. So just ask them for a slight amount of the money, like we don't like it. And for all of those provinces we are still below the GAF capacity, but this will be slowly a problem. And we'll probably right now slow down a little bit of the expansion for the sake of aggressive expansion. Probably I'll be just attacking Mamluks and Hungary to keep the truce with them and Ajam. And then I need to get back in the text. That will be quick after we get the institution and finally pick the third idea group, probably. I can finally embrace the institution. It cost me 2.2 thousand, which is nothing compared to our amount of the budget. I can take all of the texts, and it could seem, oh my god, I'm so behind in everything. No, I wasn't. It was just a matter of institution and taking each of the texts once. But still, we should be getting ready for another idea group, which will be either humanist or admin. Probably it will be admin, because like the rebels are not that big problem, as you can see. Why we need more gav capacity. This will also give me a cheaper admin tech for the future for other idea groups in this, and of course the coring cost. Guys, it's 1514 and I'm already too strong to have any rivals. This is a problem, and I wanted to say that we need to discover Ming, but Ming doesn't exist anymore. If there are the great powers, I will be surely the first one. Unfortunate. We have a lot of money, right? And still earning some, and we are starting to run out of the governing capacity. So what I'm going to do is to build a couple of card houses in the most dev provinces, of course, except our capital state. So it will be, for example, Kosovo, just the single provinces, Halep, Sham, the ones that are part of our states, this one, Selanik, oh, just a couple of most dev provinces. That should help a little bit. Ah, and I promise you to expand east. That's what we are doing. Oh, you won't accept that. Money doesn't matter. So we declared another war on the Timurids, like first war on the Timurids, and only Balochistan is stopping us from getting into India. So obviously this will be our next goal. And if you go to the players map mode, true beauty. And in a second I'll be attacking Hungarians. By the way, what I'm doing so far is getting my crown out to 30. When I'm selling the titles, getting free money, and again later I'll get that up to 30 in 10 years. And in 10 years I will sell the titles again, and thanks to that we are keeping this money on this huge amounts, and I will build a couple of more card houses thanks to it. There goes being up to date again with the text. I'm going to take all of them. They cost me almost nothing. Maybe this one costs a little bit too much, so not rush it as we need the points. Just update my troops. Beautiful. Yeah, too bad that I can get them level or higher level. And also I would like here to get an improved relation guy, but I can't get him. Thanks to those couple of courthouses, we decreased our governing capacity to 862, so by around 60, 70, it's not bad. We'll be slowly working on that and keeping it on the right amounts. And you can see in the meantime we're also piecing out Hungary, from which I just want my claims. I think yeah, those provinces. This would be, I don't see Austria joining the coalition, so it means it's alright. I can take those provinces and probably money. So we're keeping these amounts on a good number. Maybe this war with Great Hordes will not give much development to our empire, but that hurts that we will pay these diplo points. But our situation with these points are great, and I want to feed Crimea with those provinces. And look how beautiful they are right now. And in the players map mode, it's getting better and better. And right now I think it's the time to go to India. This event is super interesting. Expansion of the royal bureaucracy. This gives me admin points. Great. Admin points. Great. Oh, we're going to lose to stability. But for 40 years, freaking 40 years, we get the tech cost and idea cost, which is definitely worth it, especially that we anyway had free stability, because this will cause a little bit more unrest in our country, but the problem with unrest is almost close to zero. I think my potential coalition is getting slowly scary. My truce with the Mamluks is going to end in 3 years, and I don't have many claims. I wanted to go for Balochistan, but I think it's a little bit too early considering this. I'm just going to attack Ajam, but not for conquest and expansion, just to make truce with them. I should take, yeah, the conquest casus belli, because I just made a claim, is just for sport, for getting money, and that's it, and getting truce with this nation. My next idea group is, I'm thinking, because you can see rebel situation is under control, so I don't have to get humanist. I'm thinking between administrative for co-creation cost, tech cost, and the governing capacity. And also this will give me bonus to get influence ideas to next subjects, and influence is probably my next choice. And the second thing that I'm thinking about is religious, because we are going to get to India soon, and to nations with other religions, which will allow me to get and use those with casus belli. Right now it's no use of it, because I'm mainly fighting with Sunnis. Let's start with administrative. And I can take the first one right away, because as said, right now I'm stopping my conquest a little bit, and probably I'll take first this bonus, and then I will continue the conquest as my aggressive expansion will drop in the meantime. Also about aggressive expansion, I have level 2 advisor, but I prefer level 1, that is giving me improved relations. I cannot upgrade him unfortunately. Right now this bonus is plus 68, and if overextension drops down it will be going close to 100, which means right now my aggressive expansion is dropping 3.3 yearly. Our rural just died, and our new one is Osman II Osmanoglu, which is 360, but at least air resistance not bad, it's 343, and if you look here, yeah, our power points are not so bad, especially I'll be mainly spending admin and diplo points, and mill points are not that important in this part of the game. That's okay, just the problem is we lost stability, and we don't have admin points to increase that back, and we have a lot of modifiers that is increasing the cost of stab. So this hurts actually a lot. We have fairly a lot of diplo points, and I don't want to take this tech so quickly. So I started next Crimea. As you can see, it's 7 points monthly, and they should be finishing in around 15 to 20 years. I was afraid that I would pay too many points for coring the Mamluks provinces. Look, it's 134 for 100% war score piece. I'm getting my permanent claims, plus I have 2 bonuses to the core creation cost from here and here, so it's almost close to 0 as we count the cost. Also look that we have 48% in Crimea. So maybe instead of transferring from Aleppo, because it will be anyway going here and here, I'll be transferring from Crimea, just for the test. Let's see how they change our income. At this moment it's 20.3 from trade. Let's see in a new month, it's 24, we increased that by 4. Yeah, actually everything is going to Alexandria, so we have another reason to focus on conquering the Mamluks. So be having as much trade power as here as possible. That's a lot of aggressive expansion, but nothing problematic. I have truce with most of those guys. And we have more than enough admin points to core it. So just piece them out. Our borders are getting even more beautiful. Guess who is getting right now to India? So look, see? India. Piece them out. I'll maybe break the relations with Gujarat. Or no, not enough war score. So just take a little bit more for the money. And piece them out. I guess expansion is getting quite big, but I think it's still very beautiful how our country looks like right now. And probably as I have a lot of money, so should he, yeah, I probably create another stack, and it will be even another artillery stack. Plus I see I'm spending a little bit too much on the forts, so it's time to delete a couple of them, like Kyra. I don't care about this. Here, this one is not so useful. From those two, I keep the capital one around here. Yeah, this one is not so much on the front line anymore. And yeah, just this one is also not so useful. And it's even better. And I'm going to create another stack, which is going to be 14,010. So another siege stack, which we're probably slowly focusing more on going to India. And the end of the episode, I'm going to do a small war in Europe. You can see aggressive expansion is slightly down, maybe except Lithuania, so probably should start making some truces with them by the wars, but they lie to my ally Poland, so no rush of it. I'm going to annex Serbia right now, but the problem is Austria will be helping there, so it might be a slightly bigger war. As we took 11th technologies, I can finally build some manufactories. Which are not on the food provinces, no, not those. And you can see there is some copper, there is some iron. For now I will build manufacturers on those, because they'll be the best for us. From Austria I'm going to normally take money as always. It's 400. That's something. Especially that we are building the new manufactories. Look, I have so many diplo points and I'm not deving my promises that much. I'm going to ally right now someone in India, and this is going to be a weaker country from those two, so Bahman is. Let me just get the diplomat. So this is my ally in India, so lower aggressive expansion on them. Could also think about allying Jaunpur. What a nice flag. Weird flag, I would say. I will also ally Jaunpur because I'm going to conquer Delhi soon, and this will be super close to them. And you know, I want to minimize this aggressive expansion in India. It's okay. I'm just paying 2 extra points for that monthly, and I could even think about more allies, but I think for now this is more than perfect. So guys, I think this will be all for today. We've played 50 years this time, so this is going quickly. We got to India and we're going to expand here very quickly right now. United our homeland, conquered a little bit for the Crimea, conquered a lot in Egypt, and I'll be in the next episode getting more into Egypt, even more into Europe, especially Hungary, and of course India, Persia, and getting closer to a world conquest. It seems that it's pretty annoying playing without the DLCs, but honestly, for now my mental health is alright. Definitely better than the mid-game in the Dragon campaign, but we'll see what will happen if I get to the mid-game here. So okay guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this episode, please remember to leave a like on this video, comment it, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you soon.